So welcome tonight, guys. Thank you for coming on tonight. I know we've last few years we've almost been zoomed out with so many Zoom calls. Eventually, this will be on YouTube for free. And yeah, and I'm just going to introduce myself. I don't have a slide for myself. I'm Robin Chant. I've been a firefighter paramedic for almost 30 years, and probably about 15, 18 years ago, I got overcome with stress. Like maybe PTSD, you could call it, just stress of the job, stress of shift work, the whole bit. And I got into energy healing. And energy healing, I'll say to the day I die, saved my life. Like just saved me mentally, emotionally, physically, everything. And so I don't know, about a month ago, I came up with this title. And yeah, in today's day and age, we're just too much stuff is sucking our energy. And some of the things, the points I'm going to give you tonight may not be stuff you've heard. Yes, electronics can suck your energy. Cortisol levels can suck your energy. I'm not going to talk about those things, but those, I'm just acknowledging them too. They can also suck your energy. Not being outside in nature, didn't talk about that either. That can also suck your energy. Earthing, going out, putting your bare feet on Mother Earth. Oh, so good for rejuvenating yourself. So I didn't talk about those ones, but I am going to talk about other ones. Okay. It is the energy you be that creates your life. And if I ever get another opportunity to write another book, that may not be the title, but that's what it's going to be all about. It's the energy you be that creates your life. So body is made up entirely of energy. If we look under a microscope, 20,000 magnified at our hand. So, looking at our hand magnified 20,000 times, I should say, we would see a field of swarming cells. Magnify the cells, we'd see molecules. Magnify the molecules, and we see atoms. Magnify the atoms, and we see subatomical energy clouds, electrons, protons, and neutrons. These subatomical particles are actually units of energy, okay? We learned them as matter, but they've actually now proved they're actually units of energy. So we are made up of energy. When you break down atoms, they're made up of energy. We are just one swirling ball of energy, like a whole bunch of swirling balls of energy, but we are energy. And so, yeah, there is the nucleus there in the center, the green and red, okay? And if that's the size of a grapefruit, basically the electron going around, it's an energy field. The electron the path would be at least the size of a football field. So anything between the electron and that nucleus is energy. Okay. So that's basically what I say there in that purple little space. So they even say it's a size of a pinhead in the middle of the football field. So not only are we made of vibrating energy, but we also vibrate that energy out from us. So there, we're vibrating this energy out. The more healthier you are, the more it does vibrate out, okay? However, your energy intermingles with other people's energies all the time, okay? And depending how we are vibrating is what we bring into our lives too. So this is really cool. And this is our first point of what could be sucking you. When you wake up depressed, okay, you're vibrating the energy of depression. You vibrate that depression out. Like vibrations attract like vibrations. Thus, the vibration of depression attracts everyone else depressed into you. So up to 8 miles around you. So you wake up, you're just feeling a little bit off, you're vibrating, you actually vibrate all that depression of everybody around you up to 8 miles around, because that's, we can energetically pick up that. Thus, you get further depressed because you wake up, and this is not just depression. It could be anger, it could be frustration, it can be happy too. Whatever energy you're vibrating, you actually vibrate that energy around, because your body goes, oh, you're depressed, let's heal it, but let's heal everybody else around us, depression. So this goes for every emotion, including anxiety. You actually bring anxiety from up to 8 miles around you. So when you're feeling off, the first thing you ask, is this mine, or where does this come from? If you get a no that it's not yours, or it's light, it's not yours, and say to yourself, return it to sender with love. Give it back, you know? And I have something else that you can say. Say to yourself, I allow everything and anything that does not belong to me just to dissipate and release with ease. So that you're not trying to heal everybody around you, okay? We may not be used to vibrating other people's stuff. We may not know how to vibrate on our own too. Like we're so used to healing everybody around us, we forget that, okay, what do I vibrate? And actually joy and peace is the real you, the peace and the joy of being you. Give it back. Most vibrations within you are not actually yours. You are just very aware and a desire to heal everything and everyone around you, of everything and everyone around you too. And so with this healing that you're trying to heal everybody, you just acknowledge your body. Body, thank you for trying to heal everybody around us. You know, let's give it back and just worry about healing us. Don't make your body wrong for trying to heal everybody around you, everyone and everything. Like it could be trying to heal the earth, whatever. Just go, okay, acknowledge body. Great, you're doing this. Let's not do it right now. Let's save our energy for healing us. You have to tell your body not to heal everybody around us. Our energy affects everything around us. Everyone's energy around us also affects us too. And so that can be very draining too. Just us being aware of all the energies around us. And not to put out barriers. And I don't think I'm talking about barriers here. We teach more of that in Heart Being 101. But barriers actually create tension in your body. You're actually supposed to let the energy flow right through you. Not try to fix it, not try to repel it. Just let it flow right through you. Okay? So I'm going to teach you this expansion meditation to dissipate and release with ease everything that is not yours that you may take it on as yours and it's draining your energy. So this can be, so you can be you after releasing. I did this at Walmart at Christmas time, like Christmas Eve, and it was so wonderful to do this. Like I got very conscious in my car before I went in on Christmas Eve to Walmart, like I was busy working as a firefighter, worked many Christmases. Yeah, I did this and I just walked through Walmart easy breezy. I didn't take on any of the crap in Walmart. So it's so wonderful. So I'm just going to guide you guys through this right now. You can call this the expansion meditation, whatever expansion exercise, whatever you want to call it. So I'd like you to close your eyes if you feel safe and energetically breathe into the space between your molecules. So breathe in, inhale and exhale to the energetic you. And you can put your hand on your heart, okay? And shutting your eyes actually helps to shut down your left brain. We'll be talking a little bit about what the left brain's all about later. But yeah, shutting down your eyes helps to shut down one part of your brain. Allows you to be more in the now. So inhale and exhaling on your own speed, your own depth. Now say silently to your body, body, allow the energy of me to trickle up to the edges of my skin. And breathe there. Know you might feel something and know that you may not feel something. Okay, both is perfectly fine, perfectly normal. So body, allow the energy to trickle up to the edges of my skin. Now body, expand this energy up and out to fill up whatever room we are in. Whatever room you're in, know energetically you're expanding out to fill up all the corners of whatever room you're in. And breathe there. Now body, expand this energy up and out to fill up house or an apartment building, whatever building that you are in. Just know energetically you're expanded out to the size of whatever building you're in. And breathe there. Now, body, expand this energy up and out to fill up whatever town, city, or township you're in. So if you're in a township, a mile by a mile by a mile, or if you're in a city, expand your energy up and out to fill up whatever city you're in. And breathe there. Now, body, expand this energy up and out to fill up whatever province you are in. All the way north, and then down to south and west and east. Now, body, expand this energy up and out to fill up Canada or the United States if you're in the United States. And breathe. Now, body, expand your energy up and out to fill up North America. And stay relaxed, stay relaxed, stay relaxed. Now, body, expand this energy up and out to fill up all of Mother Earth and down into the core of Mother Earth too. Now, body, expand this energy up and out to the Milky Way galaxy and beyond, and back down into the core of Mother Earth. And you can slowly open your eyes. So that helps to discharge any energy that isn't yours, okay? So that you can be more you. The more expanded you are energetically, the less energy gets trapped in you that could drain your energy. So other people's energy or you trying to heal other people really drains your energy. Also, this creates energetic space that when something is going on in your life, you're able to focus with less trauma and drama. The more constricted your energy is, the more trauma and drama, which leads to more energy draining. It naturally creates a sense of peace within you. And if you're lucky enough to do energy healing sessions on others, when you're expanded like this, it invites others to be expanded and relaxed, thus more healing for them too. If you're around negative people, they drain your energy, so you do this technique lots. Now, if you do this and you feel tired, it could be that you're finally, sorry, that was wrong spelling, you are finally relaxed. And this is so foreign to you that you feel tired. Ask, am I tired? Ask yourself, am I tired or just really relaxed? So much in life, we're just wound up tight. And when we finally relax, we're like, oh, I'm tired. Well, you were running on adrenaline before. And so that can definitely drain your energy, running on adrenaline. And so when you finally relax, you feel extreme tired, but actually it's only because you finally relaxed. Now, for any of you guys I've taken Body Talk Fundamentals, we talk about the three brains. And then I'm going to talk about the three brains and how they're related to our energy. So we have the head brain, meant to gather information about an issue, okay? It loves pro and con lists, okay? But unfortunately, every time you think of something positive, the brain is trained to think of something negative. And because it likes pros and cons. Oh, something positive, I got to think of something negative to match it. And so your brain, it's kind of frustrating because your brain's not meant to create happiness, your head brain, because if you think of something positive, it thinks of something negative. You think of something negative, it will think of something positive. And so, because it wants that pro and con list balanced. Okay. So to be more positive in your life, you're not going to get that from your head brain. Okay. Now, your heart brain, it gathers information on how you relate to what's going on. Okay. And your enteric brain or your gut brain, which includes your stomach, intestines, and large intestines, right? It is actually meant to make decisions. It's kind of funny. We make pro and con list, and I was taught, maybe not everybody was taught, I was taught to make our decision from that pro and con list. But really, you can make a pro and con list, to look at both sides, but it's your gut that is where you're supposed to make your decision from. So yes, all too often we're trying to get our head brain to make a decision and not sending any focus to our guts. So even just deep breathing into your lower abdomen area creates focus for you to get you down out of your head into your guts. And if you're in your head brain, that is going to drain you. You're into polarity thoughts, right and wrong, what's good, what's bad, what's right, what's wrong. That is very draining. Okay. So judgment, very draining. So what is our head brain? Now, I love this first point, guys. 3/4 of the brain scientists have yet to understand. Memory has nothing to do with the brain nor the body. It has to do with the heart brain. To remember something, there's usually an emotion with it. Brain does run coordination matrices. For example, golfing, it learns the coordination matrix, how to hit the ball. And it runs it every time you go golfing. Without it, you would have to relearn every time you went to play golf. So the brain can do extraordinary things. It's just more limited. It is limited. We need to realize its limitations and not live in your head so much. Get more into your heart, your knowing. And like there's even books on 3 brains. Head brain, incapable of original thought. Often we look to our brain for our uniqueness, but that is not where it's found. And there's no intuition from your head brain. It's in charge of our automatic nervous system, so thank goodness, allows us to breathe and digest food without focus. It's also in charge of comprehension, recognition, and strategizing. All we need that to live, life. No question our brains are amazing and can achieve spectacular things, but they're actually way more limited than we are led to believe. And if this is where logic sits, and if we could logically figure everything out, our lives would be perfect by now. So logic, yes, there's things in life to be logical. However, logic doesn't make everything perfect. So the gut brain, I'll talk about the head brain later. The gut brain, it's responsible for our sense of identity and self-protection, oversees our immune system as part of self-protection function. So no wonder people that go and do a cleanse, of their guts and intestines, how much better they feel, because that is your sense of identity is there. Okay. The gut brain is also responsible for digestion at all levels, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. So if your gut brain isn't working good, you're not digesting your food properly, but you're also not digesting your emotions. And when you don't digest your emotions, that drains you. So draining. Okay. It is the decision maker, the gut brain. Trust your gut or gut decisions. Do not make the brain do that. If you're trying to make your brain make decisions, that also is going to drain your energy. Okay. The gut brain has more neurons, which are brain cells, than the brain itself. So they're realizing how much the brain is not in charge of us, but they used to think it was very much so. And they used to think, when I took anatomy and physiology 30 years ago, I was told all the hormones were made in the brain. They're finding out that's not true. 80% of the serotonin is made in your guts. And serotonin is actually your feel-good hormone. Serotonin works with melatonin to help you sleep too. So you want a good functioning gut to be more healthier, but also to have more energy. So getting out of your head and into your guts for decision. If I was not thinking right now, what would I choose? Breathing into your lower abdomen gets you out of your head. Do this as often as you remember. Be willing to be you without a point of view, like nothing to prove, nothing to define. More of this in the circle theory that is in advanced heart being courses. Be willing to use every one of your 3 brains in your life. Get into the lower 2 brains more, your heart and your guts. Your heart brain, really the center of your being. Focus there. This is what this whole course is about. The Heart Being 101 is about getting into your heart space. Should be the one in charge of our three brains. It anchors the other two brains. So your heart brain anchors the other two brains, okay? And all your interaction in life. It actually takes in information and processes new information. The more you live from your heart, the more you're integrated into your life. And the more energy you will have because you're not trying to think everything out with your brain. So the heart brain and changing habits, any clashes with our environment has to do with our heart brain, not our head brain. So it's our heart brain that's realizes things aren't right. It keeps integrity of the whole brain system. So awakening your heart being space, like you're knowing, you're thinking with your head, helps your whole integrity of you and your body. Changing old pattern of thinking or an old habit, no amount of head braining thinking will do it. The heart brain does this work, and it's holistic work. It has to involve your emotions and attachments around it too. So the reason why I'm bringing this up here, we try and think everything through, and you've got to use all three brains to work together, because otherwise you're going to play out trying to think everything through. So the human heart has approximately 40,000 neural cells. This means the heart has its own nervous system, and it actually sends more information to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. So there's actually more information going up than coming down. So, you know, the heart should be more in charge. The heart produces the most oxytocin, which reduces fear, increases trust, and generosity. Now, this is really cool. And they actually had a bit of this study going on in the Big Bang Theory a few years ago. Obviously, Big Bang's been off the air for now a while, but it's kind of neat. They did this study randomly showing people pictures, one of a pretty picture, like of baby puppies or whatever, puppies, and one a bad picture. They realized when a bad picture was going to come up next, even though they didn't know what was coming next, the people's heart brain actually tuned into what was coming next and already had a reaction before something flashed in front of the TV screen. And I just thought that is phenomenal because energetically, the heart's able to tap in to what could be coming. So the heart brain, we feel and process our emotions here. So the more you can feel and process your emotions, the more energy you will have. Okay. Many of us are in our head way too much. And we were taught to think our emotions. You can't think your emotions. They may not be relevant, you know, or logical. Okay. We are trying to do this with the wrong part of our body. You need to feel your emotions and work with your brain, or work with your heart brain, not your head brain. Personal and spiritual growth happens here in your heart brain. Okay. And it's like asking the child, but also asking you, what do you feel here? What do you know? We all always, and I mean, we were taught to do this, but it doesn't bring our whole being in. You know, we're taught to think out something instead of, well, what does your heart know? What do you know? What do you feel here? So living with your heart brain is living with your awareness. Okay. What is my knowing right now? Focus on the heart area. Your left brain wants to make it wrong. It cannot logicize it. So, and I'm not going into information here. We do more of that in Heart Being 101, but we have a left and right brain. So our left brain's very analytical and our right brain is all about the right here, right now. The left brain doesn't understand intuition. It doesn't understand knowing, like just inner knowing in your heart. And so it tries to make you wrong. Now we cannot silence our left brain. We can only make our right brain and our knowing stronger. And this is what happened for me many, many years ago before I got into energy healing. I remember going for a walk with a dear friend of mine, and she goes, well, what does your heart say? And I'm like, I don't know. What does your gut say? And I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. Like I had to make a decision about a man or whatever it was. And I couldn't tune into my heart or my guts. And now after energy healing, get more balance, getting out of my head more, I can tune into what my heart says and what my guts say. And it's way more peaceful way to live. Okay. So your knowing, your inner awareness, one has never been taught how to access it or honor it. Most people, some people have been taught. We will do a quick intro here, more of this in Heart Being 101 and empowerment. Pardon me. Even just checking in and asking, what is my knowing right now? What is my heart awareness? Focusing on your heart area, not your head brain. Your knowing from your heart is broader than your head knowing. Allow yourself to follow it and praise yourself when you do follow it. Baby steps when using your heart knowing or your awareness, and then your life will flow with more ease and the more you use it. It's a muscle to build, taking energy healing courses like a hard workout for your awareness. Yeah, the more energy courses I've taken, the more my intuition has gotten stronger and stronger and stronger. So if you ignore your intuition, that also drains your energy. So it is your heart brain that allows you to be in the present moment where their true joy lies. Yeah, living more in your knowing is so much more peaceful, so much more energy, and not making you right or wrong or other people right or wrong around you. That's what the head brain does. You make your life hard by always being in your head. Life is simple. Get out of your head and get into the present moment. So being in your head brain too much will drain your energy. You're constantly judging right and wrong, tiring. You're trying to figure it all out, not living in the moment. The left brain, the left side of our brain cannot be in the present moment. Okay, the right brain can, but the left brain can't. So you living in your brain, you can't be in the present moment, okay, which is draining. I already talked about that third bullet there. So where in your life could you choose to live more in your heart brain, more than your head brain? One of the things I like is getting your bars run. It defrags the brain so it gets it quieter. Okay. Relaxing into your heart brain, you're knowing you can access more energy of you, meditation. Getting your bars run. I always think of reflexology of the feet, gets rid of gunk in the body. Bars is like reflexology for the mind, gets rid of gunk in the mind. Being you in the face of stress. The more stressed you are, the further away from your authentic you, the more drained you will be energetically and physically. The stronger the sense of self, the more you will not be affected by the stresses in your life. Resetting and recharging you is so important, and you have to demand it for you. Are you willing to connect to your sense of self? If you're trying to fix you and everything around you, the more tired you will be. Demanding things to be perfect causes so much stress for you and those around you. So, if you're attached to being perfect, that's all judgment, that's all head brain, that will drain your energy. So our nervous system has only two modes of function. Either you're in sympathetic mode, which is fight, flight mode, go, 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 do, do, do. If you have a huge to-do list, you're in sympathetic mode. If you're in this mode, your nerves are not relaxed. They're not letting go of stress, and you're putting more stress on them. There is no connection to yourself here either. Way more anxiety in your life. Judgment and perfection lives here in the sympathetic nervous system, sympathetic mode. Parasympathetic mode, P for play, this is your rest, digest, and heal. That other mode, you don't rest, you don't digest, and you don't heal. So when you do injure yourself, if you don't allow yourself to get into the parasympathetic mode, your body never gets a chance to heal. Okay. And in this parasympathetic mode, the nerves can finally let go. Okay. And this is where you activate your creative side, that right brain creative side. And this is where you find your sense of self, is in this parasympathetic mode. So if you're constantly in the sympathetic mode, this is called chronic stress, which leads to chronic burnout, lack of energy, okay, panic attacks, destructive worry, Some worry does keep you safe. Smoking, depression, withdrawal from family and friends, overeating, drinking, or excessive self-destructive behaviors. Your body and mind are crying out for a break, and this may be its way of doing it. Like if you go on that big drinking binge, well, then you have to take a whole day off to recover. So then, you know, your body and mind can have a day off. And so, yeah, you want to be aware of how much you might be in sympathetic mode. To create a sense of self, tap into this parasympathetic mode as much as possible. The healthier you'll be, for you're able to rest, digest, and heal in this state and connect to you. So that's that, you know, when I was working so much, that was my mantra. Okay, when I'd have a day off, rest, digest, and heal. I would just almost meditate saying that, rest, digest, and heal. Okay. When you're in this parasympathetic mode, as much as you can, you'll have more energy. You're able to handle day-to-day stresses with more ease. It's a gift to give to you so you can give to others. No one will demand it for you. You have to demand this for yourself. Relaxing daily allows the nerves to reset to their natural ability. How many diseases are caused by overloaded nerves? So many. So will you choose to create a sense of self today and relax into being you? Oh yeah, so I got this cool technique here, guys. Breathe. Okay, so we're going to do this and we're going to interlace our fingers. And for some reason, they want this interlace. And we're going to put it behind our head. And I'm going to ask you to look right or look left. I'll guide you guys through this. I'll guide you through this. When I ask you to look right, only look right with your eyes, not move your head right. Like that would be right for you guys, right this way for me. So yeah, when I ask you to look right, just do it with your eyes. So hands interlace behind your head, relax into your chair, sink into the energy of you, and breathe into the space between your molecules. Inhale and exhale. So inhale, relaxation, and exhale, any tension. Now I want you, you can open your eyes if you want, or you can keep them closed, but I want you to look right and keep looking right with your eyes until you feel the need to sigh out or swallow. Now eyes coming back to neutral, and I want you to do the same thing. Look left, keep breathing, but keep looking left until you feel the urge to swallow or to sigh. And then come back to neutral, lower your hands, and come back to the right here, right now. And with this sense of peace you've created, allow this sense of peace to spill over into all aspects of your life. Okay. Choose to get into this parasympathetic mode as much as you can. The healthier your immune system will be, you're able to digest and rest and heal in this state. You will also feel way less anxiety. If you're wound up all the time, you can never relax into the potency of you. If you're in your head too much polarity of thoughts, okay? Relax into being you, you without thought. You are actually an energy not defined by description. You're able to handle day-to-day stresses with ease, be in your heart being, your heart space more, able to connect more easily to your essence, your soul, your body and brain. More of this theory later. We have that in Heart Being 101. And you're actually activating your vagus nerve to stimulate your parasympathetic mode by doing that last technique with your arms up. Okay. Now, let's chat about breathing. The more you shallow breathe, the less energy you'll have. Okay. So quality of breath is equal to quality of life. Energy comes to those who breathe. If you're breathing perfectly, it's impossible to get sick. Breathing actually moves energy through your body. The brain actually scans the body of all frequencies within your inhale and exhale. Okay. How well you inhale, inspirations, is reflective to how well you're getting in touch with life. So if you can't inhale very good, you're overwhelmed and you just can't get in touch with life anymore. If you exhale, your expirations are reflective to how well you're letting go in life or letting go of attachments. So if you have a hard time exhaling, you have a hard time of letting go of stuff. So your brain scans your body and mind while you breathe and thus tries to repair you. So the more you breathe, the more you allow your body self-healing. Okay. So when you breathe in, your brain actually scans the upper frequencies of your body. So it scans the blood, the lymph, the emotions, and the chakras. And if it finds anything out of place, it actually tries to fix it. Okay. When you breathe out, it scans the lower frequencies of your body, the bones, the teeth, and teeth being the hardest. Perfect health equals perfect breath. And you're able to let go of everything. You know, there's so many different breathing things on the internet now. Like, there's so many breathing exercises, and breathing's just so good. You actually process a lot of emotions when you breathe, heavy breathing. When you don't breathe out fully, your brain does not see you have teeth and doesn't then fix your teeth. Your teeth start to give you havoc. And yeah, it's something else I wanted to talk about this with the brain and breathing. But yeah, Qigong, I now remember what it was. Qigong masters, they actually breathe in and out about 4 times per minute. The average person is 12. So they slow down their inhale and exhale, very controlled, very deep. And yeah, I highly recommend Qigong and Tai Chi. So we're going to do the deep Qigong cleansing breath. This is what I learned when I took Qigong many, many years ago in Brandon. Loved Qigong, actually. So stand if you can. So if you can, stand balanced on your left and right foot evenly. I used to stand to one side, didn't even know I was doing it until somebody pointed out. Stand on your right and left foot evenly and hands down at the side. And as you inhale, and you can watch me as we do this, we inhale, bring a fresh breath up. And with that fresh energy, push that fresh energy. Imagine pushing that fresh energy down your body as you exhale. Nice long exhale. And imagine all the toxins going out your toes. So a big breath in. Taking that clean, fresh breath and energetically pushing it down through your body as you exhale. Pushing it down, that fresh, clean breath, and all the toxins of your body going out your toes energetically. So inhale again. Take that fresh, clean breath, slowly exhale, cleansing your whole body. Imagine all your toxins going out your toes. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Cool. So yeah, Qigong cleansing breath. Are you ready to nurture you and be more of you? So heart being training will happen this fall for over 6 weeks, 60 to 75 minutes on live with just basically we go more in depth of this and other stuff. Okay, it's around $200. Yeah, you just feel so good because every week you're getting present and going through and nurturing you. Now, one more thing I wanted to talk about, being conscious. So being conscious is more than just thoughts being awake and responsive in our environment. It is truly living in the moment with total allowance, no judgment. Okay. So as we're going through the day, stuff happens to us, and how we react to that comes from our conscious mind 10% of the time. Usually how we react to things comes from our subconscious mind. Okay. That's 90% of the time we react to things from our subconscious mind. So if you get triggered by somebody saying something, that trigger is actually held in your subconscious mind, whatever that trigger is, not feeling worthy or whatever. Now, if you hold on to a lot of those triggers and unprocessed emotions, this actually drains your body and mind of energy. And so this is going to energy healing, whatever you choose. All energy modalities work. Just what do you resonate with? Your goal with energy healing is what you're doing is, I'm going to do highlighter here. You're melting the part of the subconscious so that you can be more conscious and start reacting to things, being in the present moment and more with your conscious mind. Okay. So yeah. Yahoo, we're done.